What's up, KnifeTube? I'm going to show you guys something today, and that would be why when you buy a system or anything like that, and you get these with it, I'll show you how terrible these things are. I'm not even going to use them on this system. I'm just going to do a quick freehand edge with them and just show you how absolutely horrible these things are. I don't know why they even include these. Honestly, I'd rather them not include them, and even if they knocked $1 off the system, take $1 off the system and keep these things out of it, because these ain't even worth $1. Sorry, allergies are tearing me up. Just come with that system I just got. Come with this 6-piece, 180 to 3,000. I think, yeah, 180 to 3,000. They're like these clay binder based stone. They're so bad. Now, you know, these may be better than the other ones I've had, or they may be worse. I don't know. I've had some that's absolutely just garbage. I would assume these are going to be the same. However, who knows? Maybe they could be decent. I doubt it. But let's find out. I'm just going to use some very poorly done Nitro V. We're going to knock the edge off of this beast. And when I say very poorly done Nitro V, I mean very poorly done Nitro V. Go watch the video of how bad this stuff is, how much retained austenite in it. It's literally Play-Doh. Anyways, dull. I got a pretty good feeling these things are going to be absolutely horrible. And, no, just the stones. But, yeah, they're not, these things aren't going to do much of anything. So if you get these, if you buy a system when it comes to stones like these, do not expect these stones to do anything. Like, all they do, literally, is they just kind of burnish. I don't even think they're cutting the steel. This is the 180. God, it's bad. See how much steel's actually took it off there. A little bit. It's cutting, but it ain't cutting much. I do got a burr though, because I went slightly over angle because I figured that these were not going to hardly cut at all. It's that time of year, allergies is going to kick my ass. Oh, that looks terrible. Yeah, that's really bad. That scratch pattern is all it kind of did was just slightly polished the pre-existing scratch pattern. That's from that stone kind of burnishing. Let's go slightly over angle. Yeah, there's not even, this is a waste of time. There's not even steel in the slurry. Hell, there's not even a slurry actually. Let's see. Off the stone. Clean. Let's see. Yeah, it's removing a little bit, but very little. We can't really see it on this, so what we're going to do is just go straight to 1500. It's the lowest of the white stones. We'll be able to see on this and actually see if it's removing any steel. I mean, it is, but it's not. You can see it's removing some, but very, very little. So, you know, these are basically setting people up for failure. You know, you buy a system and it comes with stones like these, and then they use them and they don't do anything, and then that person thinks that it's them that's causing the issue, and it's not. These companies, instead of including these, because I know this has to cost, you know, a couple dollars, so why don't they just throw one of those cheap 3-piece China diamond plate sets in there that are like, you know, $1.50 a stone? Throw a 3-piece set in there, and you know, like a 240, 600, 1000, and actually let the people have something that will at least let them get some, you know, some use. These things right here, you basically might as well just be grinding on that table. Like I said, I'm going slightly over angle because, you know, just to cause a burr real quick, because I know that the stones aren't going to actually do much cutting. Hey, you know what? It's 1500. I can actually feel biting the steel a little bit. Okay. This is actually removing a little bit of steel. What's funny is this feels far more aggressive than that 180. As far as how I can feel it biting the steel. That 180, I couldn't feel it biting the steel at all, but this I can. Okay. So maybe if you buy these, just don't use these stones. Start out on the 1500 and just do, you know, just for touch-ups. At least they actually remove a little bit of steel. Yeah, these are actually cutting. Yeah, that's definitely removed more steel than that 180 did. I mean, you can actually see it. It didn't really load up neither. Slightly, a little bit of load up, not much. I guess they're just, you know, probably alumina, something like that. At least these cut. I would assume these are alumina too, but like it's just probably not releasing any abrasive, and you know, not going to cut. I could tell that 1500 was much more friable than that 180. That don't make no sense, but that's how it is. So at least these will actually cut some steel. one is 2000, feels identical to that 1500. I guarantee you there's no scratch pattern difference. We'll look because I haven't did the other side on the 2000 yet. It literally feels identical. Definitely removing a little steel. Alrighty. Here's the 2000. Here's the 1500. Yeah, I can't. I mean, to the camera, let's see. It looks the same. How the naked eye, it looks the same. I can tell you these stones aren't perfectly flat because my bevel widths are slightly different. Okay. Yeah, my bevel width is slightly different, and my angle is perfect. Yeah, I can feel the stone starting to burnish now. But definitely cutting. Okay. Now let's see if the 3000 feels exactly like the 2000. I bet you these are all the same stone. They're just stamped different grits on them. It's the same thing. Almost bet money on it. There's some high spots in the stone right there. I do not believe they're the same. This stone's definitely loading up more than the other ones. God, these things are bad. Yeah, I can't tell a difference. Excuse me. I'm gonna say they're all the exact same grit. Yeah, they're. Anyways, I just did this for shits and giggles. If you get a system and it comes with those stones, just throw them away. Don't even use them. They're just gonna frustrate you, make you think you're messing up, and it's not you at all. It is the abrasives. Just throw them away. Get you a cheap set of diamond plates and go from there. Don't even waste your time on them. They're literally pointless. Actually, I didn't try the other two, the 800 or 400 and 800. Let's try them. Just I could care less about that edge on that knife. I didn't even really deburr it very much. I did deburr, but not a great job. But anyways, I mean it'll cut you, but I'm not really worried about it. So we're just gonna see what this 400 does. See if it reacts any different than the 800 or the 180. Okay, I can feel this stone biting a little more than the 800. Why do I keep saying that? I can feel this stone biting a little more than the 180, and I can actually see it removing a little bit of steel. Okay. Not much now, but at least there's some steel removal. And I can actually feel it biting the steel. Okay. Some little facets, but that's from the stone moving in the stone holder, I believe. Okay. Well, at least this one cut, did a little cutting. Still, I'm going to stick with what I said and say just throw them out and, get you a set of cheap diamond plates to learn with. You'll be much happier. See, this stone also feels much more friable than that 180. I can actually feel some abrasive being released. Damn it. Okay, this stone is actually cutting some. So, you know, if you was in an emergency, I mean, you might could get by with it. Don't expect much. Now let's see if the 400 and the 800 react different. They do feel different, so. Okay, I'm gonna hit the 400. I mean, I'm gonna leave this side. This side's gonna be 800. This side's gonna be 400. We'll see how it looks. And this stone feels way different. Way different. I can feel that stone burnishing almost immediately. And it's loading up. That's where the 400 didn't. Okay, here's the 400. Here's the 800. Yeah, there's definitely, this is definitely a higher grit. This thing's loading up like crazy and burnishing very quickly. See, the stone's rocking on me in the tray. Kind of messing me up a little bit. Man, I feel bad for anybody who's got to sharpen on garbage like this. Anyways, like I said, if you get these in a set, throw them away. They're just going to cause you heartache. They're going to dish incredibly quickly. They're definitely not flat out of the box. They're not going to cut very good at all. They burnish like a mofo. Anyways, garbage, throw them away. Don't even waste your time trying to sharpen with them. Like, they belong in the trash can. All right, guys.